Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 2, which is connected to a serial cable, HDMI which is not really functioning, HDMI cable to monitor, and a network cable which I decided to have visible now, as well as a bent cable which leads to this breadboard with some electronics and fischertechnik to be controlled by the robot operating system running on Ubuntu Linux, and everything using VNC, the virtual network computing, so I can disconnect keyboard and mouse and monitor from Raspberry Pi and do everything from a nice laptop. Also, by the way, connected to a MacBook with another VNC screen. Last time I was trying to get the phototransistor to work using the fischertechnik LED, where this motor works and the red LED works, but this combination doesn't work, and that doesn't really work out yet, because in the node there are two if statements, and the print statements that I have introduced show that one of the numbers is being mistreated, and that means that this one so far will not work. So let's go to the software side and see how things should work, if possible. Let's first start things up. So now control works and this motor works, and that is nice, and that's how it should be. And now the rest. Right, software side then. I started a control node, I started the motor node, which makes it run. Then I should name this step FT LED as opposed to the red LED, which will now start working as well. I should know it won't work because I have a wiring issue here right now, which is now solved. So that is working, and the problem is within the phototransistor. Yeah, one thing I forget, the ROS core has to work in order for everything else to work. Then now I have only the phototransistor code and the fischertechnik LED code open, but first thing is the phototransistor, because what is happening, something I don't like. And what I don't like is this code says that if digital read is shine upon, then I have photo is 1, if not photo is 0, and it has to be passed on through the software. And then you write some code, you write some value in here. However, this value is very different. So I have to manipulate a bit. And I may have to load the batteries again. They are rechargeable and light is not the strongest right now. So maybe it doesn't get it anymore. Yep, there it was. Anyway, the number is not right. That's the bottom line. So I have to find out why 1 is being transferred or being modified to a different number. That is not good. So let's try to find out. So to make kind of sure that I know what is what, I have added two cout statements, and cout is a print line to screen, just like printf, but then exclusively for C++. First cout is if is 1, then photo is, and just print the value of photo. Next cout ss2 roll, so it has not been assigned photo yet, and what is then ss2. Then I assign the photo and then we'll see what is next. So first thing to do, save. Anything else to do? Not yet. Well, it is phototransistor. Phototransistor has been stopped. That is good. FT LED has no use yet. So everything can go. Only this one, at least that's what I assume right now. And only this one, phototransistor, has to be compiled. So let's go to the Mac where I have the make window. Alright, time to run, and I'm afraid probably due to some bad connection, the audio in the compile part was not optimal, but let's run this. If 1, photo is 1, roll is the, okay, now I know where it is coming from. ss2 has a problem. So I can quit this one. ss2 has a real problem. So where is ss2 coming from? right here. This is SS2. And SS2 is to message data. I don't care. This SS2 string. But I have here to deal with integer. Oh, would that be a point? That if I say SS is something like that? No, because message data is a string. Message is a string type, which is defined here. It is a string. Defined here. So then SS becomes string, but I'm dealing with SS2, which is defined as a string here. So how come that SS2 role is that number? Doesn't make sense. Unless I have to fill it first. Because usually you have to initialize something. So that may be an issue. But how to do that? That's another question. Because here I am not doing anything except for SS adding something, which is exactly what I've done here. And with SS there's no problem, I think. Unless I do a cout for SS and then see that something is wrong there as well. Who knows? And SS has also control FT LED. So if I do start it, which is not working because this one isn't working, now it is working, and then this one goes. See? I think that's kind of the same thing from here. I heard something, and this is message 2. So what is this? What is going on? That's a very good question. Alright, with FT LED running, well, here of course, which also doesn't make sense in a way. Phototransistor still running. I added this line just to see if this does make equal sense to this one. If this shows rubbish, I know it's something I don't know. If I have to do something else, I will have to see. So, first of all, cancel this one, which I would have to kill, I notice now. This one goes. Alright, that's not good. And I will have to do that here. So, going to the Mac. Let's first see if I can make it when it's still. Oh, that one has been cancelled anyway. That's good. have to wait a little bit. Can be a few seconds up to a minute or something, depending on how you compile, and it's good. So I can start it again. What does it do? And guess what? Yes, SS gives the same thing. That means that I have to load in a new tab FT control, because this is my original control, and then I want to know what SS is here. If that gives the same thing, I have a problem in my thinking. So let's do that. Cout quote SS is quote quote and SS and new line, and that's it. So I will have to cancel everything now. This one, and this one. And I have to kill a lot of processes now. So this one as well. Did I already save this? No, I certainly have. So I have to now compile the whole thing with one and the same command. But for that I better cancel everything else. So let's go there. Alright, so now I have to compile, but also kill. And for that I have to look at the other screen. And that has to be motor, red LED and FT LED. So first finding out which process I have to take. Alright, kill, and the best thing to do is select, copy and paste, and that's one thing. Let me check. Yep, that one is terminated. Red LED next. This is better than 3 times typos. And then phototransistor no, phototransistor has been eliminated. FT LED. That is that one. So copy and paste and terminated. Now the other screen, Catkin make. Now there have to be 2 nodes compiled. So that will take probably a little bit longer. And I hope anything goes quite alright. Build target FT target control. Yeah, but where is Or is that everything I did? I think so, but it is correct in any way. So yeah, let me start everything and maybe be in for a surprise. Oh yeah, I'm in for a surprise. Okay, let's take a look at that. So everything is halted except, well, now FT control has been changed and run, and look at this. So it is exactly the same. And that means that when I go here, wait, let me state this is FT control to avoid confusion. This is FT phototransistor. So what I get here I mean, this does make sense, although not quite to me. The only thing is then, if that is correct, and if SS2 ROL is indeed that, then how can I make sure that the correct value of 1 is being transferred here? Because that is my purpose. Another thing is, of course, that control passes this on via message data to motor. Okay, let's open motor. So it receives as a subscriber motor sub, and it is the message data string from control. Okay, let's name the tab FT motor quite correctly. So this one is receiving message data C string. Message data C string, which is this one. I heard, and then it says this string. Control FT and some number, which is count. So actually this should be is a space, and then you have count, and I can then add, of course, count is, and then I have count behind it. So that's a count number. But if I take a look at control, SS is doing this. And then SS is being, this SS is being sent over. And that is successfully done, because I get the count number here through message data. So going to phototransistor, message to data is going here, which is the exact same way. So what am I overlooking, if anything at all? If anything at all. I'm not sure. This is the receiving side, message to data C string, which is exactly what it should do. I heard something. What do I hear? I heard this, a big number. So that in itself is correct. But here something goes wrong with the number. Why am I not getting a number? Or am I reasoning incorrectly? Happened before? So let's reason. Before wrapping up, I've already compiled this in. I've already compiled this in. So let's run it one more time. And then you see how much I have to start in order to get some nice things. This is nice. And this is weird. Oh wait, am I looking wrong here? Because I set count to 0 here. How do I do that here? Also 0. So that is correct. Yeah, except that it doesn't go entirely low here. But that was not the idea. The idea is that I shine with a light here. Oh, and I have to check for phototransistor, not LED. And it turns out to be hard to really manipulate the output. Come on. Something along the line here. Anyway, let's stop this. Oh, see. Pre-F, yeah. But I need the other input. And it goes very rapidly. But things are still questioning, giving questions. So this shouldn't happen. It should only blink when it is plus, but it keeps blinking, and the message sending is doubtful, at least. Because I should hear 1 and not something else. So recharge these batteries and Well, I'm one step further because I know that this is the SS here is giving the same kind of result. So that is not out of the ordinary here, but it's still not the number that I want. Alright, getting closer but not there yet. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. Very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. And via Instagram you get a collage of pictures I make on this topic. A lot of people like it. Please show your appreciation by making a donation via PayPal or Wired, and you can also show your appreciation by becoming a patron and may have your name mentioned depending on the pledge you make. And more info please see in the description box on this video. This is obviously going to be continued. So have a nice day and bye bye.